Hey. We back. It's Man Talk. I'm Lewis Dix.
Tighten up your belts, guys.
That's right. Send the women to the kitchen. Wow. Send the kids to bed. It's time to talk grown-up talk. I don't care what Ben Carson says. You know he didn't tell the truth.
You don't like Ben Carson? What happened?
Man, he's a Herman Cain.
That was good a week ago.
I didn't say nah. I never said I liked him. And,
okay.
and you Kobe fans, he old.
Hey.
You Kobe fans, we just got to regroup. We just got to retreat this. No.
Okay, what about Philly?
Philly is Philly. All right, we won our championship with Dr. J. So leave that be.
That was a great team.
It was, baby.
That was a great team.
What's up, man? How y'all doing out there? Hope y'all had a good week.
Hey.
Hope you got your man on, had a little time with yourself. You know, I don't mean it that way, but you know, you had a drink.
You said it.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? This guy, he's a cop on our studio set.
Okay.
He's a redneck, Mr. Kelly. And Mr. Kelly gave me some liquor he makes, bootleg liquor.
And you took it.
Yeah, I took it. I'm not going to drink it, but it's in my fridge. He told me to drink it, and it's going to make me a redneck. So that was old school liquor. It's dark liquor, too. I might try it. Get the right girl over.
Oh, the right girl.
Or the right glove for you suckers out there. Hey, listen, I'm in a good mood. Things are good. I booked my flight to go see my daughter and my son in Boston.
Yeah.
Go see her dance recital, so I'm excited about that.
So did you bring your leggings?
No, I know you got jokes.
I'm just asking. You going to the
I'm going to go watch. I'm going to have my suit, on to sit up and applaud my daughter. She choreographed the show.
Okay.
Hopefully my son will be able to go if he's not working. And shout out to him because he's doing the man thing.
What is he doing?
He's buying his own ticket to come home for the holidays.
Wow.
For Christmas.
That's nice.
I called him. He's like, no, Dad, I'm going to get my own ticket.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
It's a checkpoint for him, man.
Checkpoint.
So how was your week, man?
Week was good. You know.
Yeah? You do anything manly?
I opened the door for a lady.
Ah, there you go. I won the championship today. My 7th grade team, Willow, shout out. Beat up on Calvary. It was a good game, 24-13. At halftime, they were up 13-12.
Oh, wow.
We came back. I coached the defense. We did our thing.
Okay.
We shut them out in the second half. But it was good.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could you coach defense in the NFL?
Looking at what I'm seeing, yes.
Okay. Just fair question.
No, a lot of X and O's. You got to stay in your lane.
Okay.
That's one of the things you learn as a man. You don't try to do too much. You do what you're good at, and I'm good at. This year I'll be stepping into my first year of coaching freshman basketball.
Good luck.
So
with
normally
that.
it was 7th and 8th grade, so I'm stepping up to the big boys.
Okay.
We took our team pictures.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
the assistant coach.
What did you wear?
Hilarious. We all wore khaki slacks, and it was funny because. We have a few brothers on the team, and the coach is kind of, he's mixed, but he's more on the white side. And all the brothers was confused because he said khaki slacks, he said khaki pants, shoes, and then, our white shirts.
Okay.
But all the brothers were confused with the khaki.
Okay.
White boys, they got khakis in their closet.
Oh,
brothers,
you have none?
No.
Wow.
All the brothers had to go to Macy's and buy them. And we had like, what's the cat? Because, that's like the Dockers-like thing,
Because you were going with your leather pants.
Oh, hilarious. No, I was going to wear my beige slacks that I have.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's got beige slacks that, you have your suit to.
Right.
Get that from Hollywood Suit Outlets. Get 3 suits for $3.99, 3 suits, 3 belts, 3 shirts, 3 socks.
Now, do you get all 3? Did you count everything?
Yeah, I got all 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I got all 3. So, see, this is so funny. My daughter just got her Uber's outside in Boston.
Okay.
So she's at Early's Pub. That's how I know where she is.
What's the name of it?
Early's Pub.
Early's Pub.
Yeah, so now I know hopefully she's going home. It's about 10, 11, 12, 1 there.
You had to count with your fingers?
Yeah, I sure did.
It's only 3 hours.
Hey, man, listen, I had to count with my fingers. That's right, man. Hey, I just wanted to make sure I did it right. And I have to tell her that your Uber is outside.
Okay.
Your Uber. And hopefully it won't be the Uber that you saw that Uber dude that smacked the other dude around.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's why I'm so
drunk.
Oh, he was drunk. But that's what I'm saying about my man was a punk because.
But he wasn't a man if he was a punk.
Well, I'm just saying he let the man slap him all side back of the head and he was drunk. By then you're supposed to get out and whip his behind. He hit him with some mace or some pepper spray. But he doing the right thing. He's suing him. He got fired from Taco Bell, and that's them calling me. And I'll answer.
What ringtone was that?
That was my. Hey, listen.
That was just sexy dance ringtone.
You know what? Leave me alone, man. I'm taking care of business right now. I'm taking care of my baby girl.
Wait a minute. Your ringtone.
That's a basic ringtone. Dun, 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 dun. That's a basic ringtone.
No, that wasn't basic.
My dad's ringtone is he's on his phone is "It's hard out here for a pimp." My dad is a trip. That's his thing. But
nice.
So yeah, that was the. I guess that's our topical thing. Was how many of you guys out there saw the Uber guy smacking the dude around?
Okay.
And then he finally spun around and well, if you don't know the story was this guy picked up. I don't know what he was. He looked Indian or something.
Indian?
Yeah, the Uber driver. He picked up a passenger who was intoxicated, and then the passenger, I guess, wanted to go a different route, and he started slapping him upside the back of the head. Pat, 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 pat.
Oh, wow.
And my man reached and got his pepper spray and hit him with pepper spray, and my man, ran out the car. So it was, and then he worked for Taco Bell. He worked at Taco Bell marketing, and he got fired.
Oh, wow.
So Taco Bell, and then now the driver is suing him. Because he found out the dude had money. Okay. And of course, he's going to sue Taco Bell.
But I'm saying, can he get a new burrito in his name?
A Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Called what? Slap and roll or something? I mean, that was. But see, that's the thing. Now,
hysterical.
He didn't have a gun. He was just slapping him. And I think, talking about man.
Okay.
You got to be able to defend yourself.
Okay.
And all you got to do is, especially if somebody's drunk. You should never lose a fight to someone that's drunk.
Not all the time.
Nah, man.
Not all the time.
They drunk. They don't have no coordination. You're supposed to slap them, man.
I don't think he lost the fight.
Right.
He'll win the war.
That pepper spray.
Yeah, he got my man with that pepper spray. So, but them people who get drunk, just especially the white boys.
Okay, first of all, have you ever had pepper spray in your eyes?
No, I'm not a criminal. Well, you don't have to be a criminal. Yeah, okay. Look, the poet is like, you don't have to be a criminal. Well, most people who got pepper spray have done something wrong.
Okay.
You don't usually have an Easter egg hunt and get pepper spray.
No, not at all.
Okay, so it's something on the negative side. But no, I've never had pepper spray.
No, I never had it either.
No, but so it's just thinking about it, defending ourselves as men. We got to get back to.
Is it a lost art?
Yeah, well now it's a measured art because you can get killed.
Measured.
Yeah, you got to measure where you are and know what's going on, and if it's man on man fist, then you're supposed to at least give it a try.
Okay.
You can lose a fight honorably.
Okay.
I mean, growing up, that was the thing. At least you fought.
Right.
You had to, let the guy know that you wasn't going to just take it.
Right.
Now, guys just let people slap me. Most people will react if they trying to beat up on your mom or your sister. Then you got to step to it.
You got to step to it.
Then the measuring's out the window.
Exactly.
But when it's on yourself, if a man is not pushing a weapon or a gun,
right.
Then it's just you and him, and you just gotta, you gotta fight to win now. There ain't no fair one no more.
There's no fair one?
Fight with something. If you got a trash can or a brick, you take them out.
That was one of the 10 Commandments, a fair one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
one of the 10 Commandments.
You gotta fight through. Once you reach a certain age, it's about winning.
It's about winning.
Winning that fight and making sure you walk away.
Yeah.
And you gotta break something.
Got to break something.
Yeah, poke an eye out, break something. Make sure he has to go to the emergency room.
Yeah. But he's going to get a record.
Who, the dude?
Yeah.
Well, it's about time. I mean, he just got caught. That's all. This wasn't his first time.
Right.
I mean, for him to do that, he's slapping a man upside. I mean, that's just the disrespect that, a lot of these young boys, and he was a young boy.
Yeah.
They just think they can. We have more respect for other people. They just think they can. They just have no. Again, as we said last week, no checkpoints.
No checkpoints. That's a very. Key.
He had never been a
very key thing.
He never saw a fair one.
Right.
He just saw all Black Lives Matter.
Right. Yeah.
So he thinks he can win, but
new attitude.
Yeah. So and also in the news, so we start off topical per Poetess. My man, South Carolina cop, who first it was reported that he was robbed. I mean that he was shot by 3 suspects and he was pursuing them.
This was a story?
Yes, and then come to find out that my man was not telling the truth. He committed suicide.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he fabricated the story, and then because that's what they were saying, that after 24 hours they called off the manhunt.
Right.
Because they did their investigation. They knew something was fishy with that. So he was embezzling money, and from the what was that? What's the police?
It's your story.
No, the Explorers.
Yeah, it was a youth program.
Yeah, youth program. He was taking money and then he was. I don't understand.
What you
that.
don't understand, LD.
You're a police officer.
Okay. South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, you might not make a lot of money, but there's other jobs you can do, given that that's your stature.
But is it?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking there's a hustle. You don't have to steal.
Okay.
And then if you stealing and you so fragile that you kill yourself,
Right.
Because you don't. It's not like he was going to do time.
Right.
You know, he maybe got fired, but so he was something's already wrong with his brain.
Something a little more fishy going on.
Yeah, it's just that they quick to blame. You know,
South Carolina situation.
Yeah, that's you know. So he had probably done some other stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
of course. How long was he on the force?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Fact Frieda, you know that?
No, but I can look it up.
Yeah. We'll get that to you. We'll find out how long. And if you know about it, if you're in South Carolina, hit us up. And if you're personal to the story, if this guy pulled you over before.
Okay, like you say with the checkpoint with the kids, and the kids are raising up against the cops right now in school. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, you talking about the school police?
Yeah.
Kids are raising up to everybody.
But I'm saying the school police had a little situation.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
You know, you were telling me when I walked in. I think, but all that to me starts at home, man.
Okay.
Because if you raise up to somebody in a uniform with a gun, then you've raised up to somebody in the crib.
Right.
Because that's the first thing you get shot down.
Right.
I mean, we've all tried to raise something in the house,
Right.
raise your voice. Right. You got checked, you know. So it's just not enough men in the house.
Oh, wow.
And even if they're a man in the house, you're not acting like a man because you're not taking care of your house.
Right.
In respect of discipline.
Okay.
And with all due respect, a lot of the brothers are being overruled by the women in the house because they taking care of them.
Okay.
I mean, the breadwinner is the winner. The breadwinner pushes.
Yeah.
If I'm bringing the money in, you do what I say.
So it's like Vegas.
I guess, you know, unless you hit because in Vegas you can hit it and then you the man.
Okay.
You know, but you got to be. I made sure I was the breadwinner in my house.
Right.
Then you can sell wolf tickets and they can't get cashed in.
And that's the big thing now. Back then, now is the kids is telling them they serving wolf tickets.
And them wolf tickets not getting checked. I know when we sold. Look, man, we couldn't even say what in my house.
Yeah.
All right, we couldn't say unless you were falling down a flight of steps or something. You know, you had to actually be like something was going on. You had to have an emergency.
Right.
But you couldn't say You couldn't walk in a room, and if there were adults, you had to speak.
Exactly.
I mean, those are checkpoints. And now these kids you know what's funny?
What's funny, LD?
Sometimes if you're in a situation, sometimes the adults will tell you to speak to the kid.
Wow.
You need to say hi to little Johnny. Excuse me?
You had that situation?
I mean, I've heard it.
Oh, you've heard it.
I've never. I push kids out my way.
You do trip them.
And when I'm walking and the kids are in my way, I push them out the way, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Hey, man, this is my sidewalk. This is my floor. This is my hallway.
That's right.
You a kid. You get out of my way. Mm-hmm. No, now parents they ask their kids what you want to eat. I mean, feed the boy.
Before you got here, TDP and I were looking at this video of this cop in a classroom who squared up with a student.
Female or male?
Male.
Both male, both black.
Mm-hmm. No, one was darker than the other one.
Hilarious. Who was the darker one? The brother?
You'll see.
Yeah, when we go to break, I'll show you the video.
Okay.
In the late night.
But we were thinking, lately with this cops, manhandling the kids and stuff like that. What responsibility, how do you discipline these kids these days when you're in a classroom?
Yeah, you're a coach.
Yeah, how do you handle a kid that's out of line with you that said they'll beat your punk ass? That's what the kid said
when I was
to the
a
cop.
teacher.
He told him he was selling wolf tickets.
Right. The thing that you always, whenever you're in front of a classroom of kids and there's an unruly kid, the first rule they tell you is engage that kid. Bring him up and because he wants to be noticed.
Right.
So you bring him up and say, hey, come on, man. Yo, John, come on up here, man. Help me out, man. Because you want to be seen. You call it what it is. All right, you got something to say. John's going to be my assistant today, y'all, because John got a lot to say.
Right.
Now you engage him. You give him his power.
Okay.
Now he's got to throw it off because you're engaging him.
Okay.
You're kind of disarming him.
Gotcha.
And so that's what you say. Hey, man, come on up, man. Come on up. Let's see. What do you have to say? Instead of, because kids are so sensitive now.
Okay.
Even if you say boo or be quiet, now their feelings hurt. Now they want to challenge
That's
you.
a problem.
Yeah, so you have to, again, realize you're the adult. You have more life experience than this kid.
Right.
Knowing that this kid, if he's stepping out, he just wants attention.
Okay, but now I want to fight.
Well, that's what he said. He said, what did the cops say to him? See, that's my whole thing is it's engaging the kid. If you already, if you got an issue, if you're walking in your authority, it depends if you know how cops are.
Yeah.
They can be they all that. And so the kid's sitting there, these kids' brains are not developed. Okay. So they don't have that brain, that part of your brain that's reasoning. Like we know, our age, we know if I act stupid or step to this cop, reason is he could probably shoot me and kill me. Okay. Well, the young kid doesn't get that far. Okay. He just thinks that, one, he really believes the cop's not going to kill me. Okay. They're not going to kill me. I can say something to him because he has rules. Mm-hmm. The kid knows that this cop has rules where he's here to protect and serve me. They believe that. Right. Okay. As opposed to protect and kill you. Protect themselves, then kill you. So the cop, it depends. He had control of it. He didn't even have to get to that point. Because if the kid said, what did he say to him?
You're selling wolf tickets.
No, this is the different one in the classroom.
Yeah, what did the kid say?
He said, "I'll beat your punk ass."
And you know what? Then you say,
your bitch ass. Or something.
And then he said, hey, you know what,
selling
man?
Wolf tickets.
Do you take karate? Mm-hmm. Are you a kung fu guy?
Well, you got to see the video before we go.
Yeah,
further
okay.
With
I want him to get all that out before you see it.
No, going back to the officer. He was on the force nearly 30 years.
Right. The one that was embezzling in South Carolina.
And he was embezzling around 7 years. Mm-hmm.
So his first 23 years was doing well.
He was so scandalous, he actually staged his suicide.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That the stuff
didn't
look real.
He made it seem like he was chasing 3 criminals and they shot him, but they found out he shot himself.
Yeah, and they said he went under the vest and shot himself, and you could tell by the the powder burns that it was close, and the forensic and all that.
So he was nuts.
CSI. So he was just a evil guy. And now they're talking about they want the money back from his family that they know donated.
And how long was he on the force?
Almost 30 years.
That man had issues, man. Yeah. And I'm sure if you sat down with his wife and family, they knew
they would
know.
Issues. Yeah.
And that's just. That's a man that had. We talk about checkpoints. He created his own checkpoints. But he's where he should be right now. Okay. Like they say, even the wicked, gets more than they deserve.
The wicked.
He was wicked, man.
And on this day in history that Magic Johnson came out with his announcement.
Well, God rest his soul. He's still here buying up property.
Right.
And doing his thing. So he had the right medicine. God rest his soul, man. Magic is a great man.
Yeah.
Why are you acting like he's dead?
Well, I'm not saying he's. I'm just saying.
See,
God rest his soul.
Lewis always wanted to be Magic since they did beat Philly for a championship.
I never wanted to be Magic. And that's something that's interesting. I've always wanted to be Lewis Dix.
I understand that part. I'm just saying in basketball.
No, not in basketball either.
He beat y'all.
Oh, yeah, he beat us, but I wasn't on that team.
But you was always mad at him for that.
No.
That was a bad Christmas.
No, Magic wasn't. When I was into sports, it was Dr. J. Magic wasn't around. I was in my dorm room watching Dr. J and all that stuff. No, Magic was cool. I was at a cool place when Magic came. Mm-hmm. I was in L.A.
Right.
So, I'm not really a hoop fan. I'm a football fan.
Exactly. The Eagles is terrible.
That's all right. We still in there. Cowboys suck. You talking trash. You talking trash. Your Pittsburgh Steelers are weak, Holmes. You need to chill on football right now. You need to start talking.
Did I bring up my team?
You need to start talking hockey or something.
Did I just bring up my team?
I brought it up because they soft. They weak, man.
Did I bring up my team?
I'm bringing it up. Pittsburgh Steelers are weak.
Better than the Eagles.
I think y'all looking up at Cincinnati right now.
We're better than the Eagles.
No, sir. All you guys are just in the same state. But let's move on. We digress,
Hilarious.
As they say.
Magic made his announcement this day in history.
Oh, wow.
Late night TDP.
Hey, Lewis Dix, come on, man. Send the girl to the kitchen. Stop letting her listen. Y'all know y'all got to letting her sitting on your lap right now. Get off his lap, girl, and go cook him something.
What's your topic coming up in this next break?
We're going to talk about the 10 men. We're going to talk about some.
We got the 10 Mandments.
No.
And guy code.
The code. Yeah, the man code. The man code.
Guy code.
Yeah, like darn well if I'm going to use a urinal, don't you come next to me.
Right. Right.
That's coming up on the late night. If you'd like to call in, the number is 323-293.
Oh, what?
3375. We'll be right back.
Use your cell phone.
Use your cell phone.
Hysterical.
Yeah, this is kind of music your girl dance while you sitting in the chair.
Pretty much.
Having a drink and she dancing to that.
It's late night TDP.
I'm Lewis Dix.
And Fact Frida.
All right, you fellas can listen to the show as long as your girl's dancing.
Okay. That's a fair rule.
Yeah, as long as she dancing in front of you, getting your drink on.
That's a fair rule.
Rubbing your toes.
Rubbing your toes.
I don't know about the toes.
Well, you got corns. You can put some butter on them.
Yeah, she can dance.
Okay.
And then when the show's over, you can go and get it.
Oh, you giving them the green
Actually,
light?
you can get it during the break.
Oh, wow.
Do a little bit and come back. So, I just saw the tape.
Okay.
I'm setting it up now.
Yeah, and okay, that was a man code.
That was a man
Stay
code.
in your weight class. That little boy he took one. But see, now let me know when after the people see it. Now when you see it, it's really interesting.
Right, really interesting.
Because
you're selling wolf tickets, homie.
Yeah, you're gonna tell him be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
And that was the thing about us growing up by checkpoints. That's what you did with your big brother or your uncle.
Exactly.
And then you got tagged and you realize, okay, I shouldn't be doing that because that's what can happen.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that boy doesn't have a father.
Okay, you can guarantee that.
I guarantee you his father's not in his life.
Yeah. The way he swung on him, you can tell.
Yeah. Now, the boy did duck one, but then he left that chin out there.
Yeah, well,
and when he got hit, he backed up. He looked like he looked like a little cub, like
it's
a scared
all in the weight
kitten.
class.
Okay, we're going to play that clip now.
Oh, fact free.
No. So, there you go. See my man doing? Getting him now. I like how the cop grabbed him. All right. Get up. He's all right.
Welcome to the Blubber Dome, boy.
And then he got him. He got him. Boy pushed him back.
The boy told him to, he'll beat his bitch ass. That's what he said.
That's a fair response.
Look, they cheering and stuff. I don't know, no violence. But everybody filming it.
So
hit that boy.
So the boy walks off. So Lewis, you agree with the way the cop handled that?
I agree too.
No, the cop once he had him. Here's the thing that if you notice in the video, when he had the boy gripped and held him.
I'm with you.
The boy was. That was him being loved. That was unnatural for him to be hugged by a man like that.
Right.
So that's the first thing I noticed.
He was restraining him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the boy has never been loved like that, held. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That close to a man. And I'm not saying in a sexual way or anything like that. I'm saying that the cop was holding him and saying, in reality, listen, I love you.
Right.
Don't make me do this.
Right.
And the boy was breaking away because the boy probably only had his mama hold him.
Right.
You never had a man hold him and say, I love you, you can do better.
Right.
That's what the cop was saying psychologically. Hey, man, it's another way.
Right.
Let's not do this way.
Okay.
Then the cop realized when the boy said, get your off me, the cop's like, okay, it's lesson time now.
Gotcha.
You're not receiving this.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to have to let you receive it the way you think you should. And that's when he released him to say, all right, what do you want to do? Because then he tapped into his manhood.
Right.
And the cop can't be punk like that in front of other kids.
Why not?
Well, because I'm a man. You can't do that. Because then I'm going to have to deal with the kid A, B, C, D, E.
Gotcha.
Somebody else is now I'm giving them carte blanche to do that.
Gotcha.
So now I have authority. That's what your father would do.
Exactly.
Your father would say, I brought you in this world, I take you out. Now that situation has happened in plenty of bedrooms and in living rooms. All right?
Where
you thought that you said something to your dad, you might not have said those words, but you said something to challenge his manhood. And his thing is like, wait a minute. All right, I'm going to have to teach. I'd rather teach you this lesson in here than you to get it taught out there. And his lesson was never taught inside. So he came out in the streets in that classroom. And a great place for it. It was a classroom.
Hey.
It was a lesson.
I finished my homework.
That's what I'm saying. It was a lesson. It was curriculum. It was a life lesson that he learned. That lesson right there, it'll probably save his life.
Right.
Now, no, the new PC way, no, that's not the way that you supposed to. But from the 80s below, he got off light.
Right, he got off light.
Because the cop, back in the day, he wouldn't have got to walk away.
No.
He'd have to take some more.
Right.
He'd have to take some more.
He left him standing.
Yeah. You would have to take some more. And then he would have beat him and then talked to him. Now, you understand this? Will you ever do this again?
Right.
He would have let it. So he got off light.
He got off light.
But he took one on the chin. Right. And the thing is, it silenced his mouth. Yeah.
This weight class. Wrong weight class.
Right, yeah. You messing with a heavyweight?
Right.
You talking, no. So, and he'll probably get some money, and he'll end up in jail.
You think so?
Oh, without a doubt, because he'll sue. He'll some money, but he did push the cop first.
I saw that.
So that was defending himself. Mm-hmm. But the cop shouldn't have let him go, just like that other cop. Once you grab him, you're supposed to lock him down, put him down, handcuff him, get him on out of there.
Yeah, that was a fair one, though.
That was definitely a fair one. That's what we call about a fair one.
That was a fair one.
With no guns. And what would y'all rather him do? Shoot him?
That part.
Or knock some sense. That's called knocking some sense into him.
Yeah.
That's what we call that. Mm-hmm. So every boy, if you have enough balls to tell a cop that then you know what? Then go ahead and do it. Mm-hmm. He gave him just what he asked for.
That was a fair one.
Okay, and evidently he didn't even do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got pimped. Yeah, all day long. No. No, that was my Uncle Peanut did that to me.
Right.
One time, but y'all know out there, you fellas know.
Right.
You know exactly what we're talking about, and the problem is, I guess he looked like he was. I don't know what grade he was in. He was definitely in high school, right?
Tell me, fact free. Did we have that?
What was he in high school?
I believe it was high school. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he probably ain't on no. And I guarantee you,
well, he already finished his homework.
He's not. He's not on a football team or a sports team, because he would have had more interaction with grown men, and he probably would have stepped to a coach and all that. The boy had issues.
Yeah, they taking the sports out of school too.
And and hopefully that he'll learn that lesson and get on the right track.
Yeah,
because that right put him on a different track.
Yeah, he's in the wrong weight class.
Whack! Slapped him. So that's part of a man code too.
That's man code.
You be careful what you ask for as a man. You as I said earlier, if I was in the restroom, and there was plenty of stalls, urinals, and this.
For the ladies who don't know what a urinal is.
Urinals when we urinate and you stand up.
Okay.
Okay, women, they call it hovering in the bathroom. When they hover, they don't sit on the toilet because of germs.
Okay.
But dude come up right next to me. Was plenty to my right and to the left. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I didn't understand that.
You at the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go down. You don't come right next to me. Mm-hmm. What is that about? And then that was it. I didn't nothing else go on.
Okay.
But also a man code is you're not allowed to have conversations at the urinal.
Okay.
Unless you know your boy and you ain't looking down, you're looking straight ahead.
Right. All
right? You do that. Mm-hmm. And also another man code.
Man code.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. We already got your weight class. You got to get in your weight class.
And if something's going on, nowadays these boys will tell your girl something about you. You don't do that. You let me, unless it's your sister or your relative.
Okay.
Then you step to me first.
Step to you first.
Yeah, you don't step to my girl.
Okay.
If you don't like something I'm doing to her, whatever, you step to me. You don't tell her.
Okay.
That's a punk move.
Punk move.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm with you on that.
We got to get that straight. I mean, we'd like to know from you fellas some of the man codes that you've witnessed and that you would never break. And has any been broken on your watch?
Man code.
What's some of the other man codes that you have?
The number to call is 323-293-3375.
And don't try to text us.
Hysterical. No, a man code that I have is it's the whole not listening.
Not listening to another man?
Yeah, man's authority. Just say if kids is on the corner, they getting ready to fight. Y'all need to break that up. Everybody looking like, who's saying that? Because nobody's even talking to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you got to get out the car.
Right. I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's men standing around and let them do that.
Exactly.
That's weak.
Right.
That's weak. You're the authority. You step in, you tell these boys to find some other way to do it. Or you give them some gloves and have them go do it the right way.
That part. I don't see none of that in the man code.
No. That's no. Other ones is, of course, we talked about this, opening the door.
Did you say another ones is?
I don't know what I said. I'm sorry. It's late, man. I didn't even take my nap.
You need a nap?
Oh, I do take naps. Because after the game, I went and ate. And, my stepbrother came in town.
Okay.
Truck driver.
We have a question in the chat room.
Yeah, sure.
Why is Lewis just making this a man show? And that's from T. Cherie.
because Lewis is a man. Figure that out. Ask your man. Matter of fact, sit down with your man, T. And I mean, don't we have enough women shows?
It's T. Cherie, Lewis.
Is that a girl?
I believe so.
Okay, if that's
Allegedly.
that had to be a rhetorical question.
Okay.
I mean, she really didn't ask that question. Why is the show about? Because we men need to talk. Can we have something? Are you kidding me? You asked me that question. Go shopping.
T. Cherie?
Take yourself shopping or do something. Have a little part. You know what? Talk to let your father listen to this, or your husband or your brother, and they'll tell you why we need this show.
Right.
You'll actually see them engaged.
You seem a bit offended.
No, he's not offended. This show is not in her weight class, allegedly.
Yeah, it's just it was a dumb question.
Okay.
From my perspective, it was a dumb question.
Fact, Frida.
It's just like me saying, why you having a bridal shower?
Bridal shower.
Okay, why
are you having one?
Yeah, well, because I'm a woman and I'm getting ready to get married. Why are you having a baby shower? Because I'm having a baby. Okay, why is a man show? Because men need to talk about issues.
Right.
Girl.
Don't do that.
All right, thank you for listening though. But next time, listen with a man.
Wait.
I thought he was doing a Beyonce video. He was rolling his neck so hard.
And that little.
He was tasting himself. He said he went to lunch.
No, I had a granola bar before I.
Oh, wow.
So that's still in my teeth. But yeah, so
it's a man bar.
Ask another question that makes sense.
That's the first one. So
yeah, and you men, please call so we can, help these women understand.
Oh, is that what we need?
Gosh, it's like saying why y'all watching Sports Center?
It's a great show.
Thank you. Why you gotta watch sports all the time? I can imagine what she says to her man.
We don't know for sure.
Oh no, I know. For her to take the time to ask that question, she wears him out with those kind of questions.
Okay.
She probably don't have a man. I'll put money on that.
I was saying that part.
Why are you so upset? She asked the question. She's up this late. She's listening.
Where's she from?
She apparently likes the show.
Well, then that's okay. So she should. This is a lesson.
She should go shopping.
Lesson for her. Think about your questions first. Give it some thought. And she can be mad at me because that's what women do.
She's not mad at you.
I don't care. If women mad at you, that means they like you.
Oh.
That's bottom line. So she just feeling me. She just want that.
I don't agree with that. Because Speedy tried to say that to me today.
Well, Speedy's plump.
Oh.
Difference.
Wow.
You see Speedy's women. Come on.
In the late night.
Yeah. Speedy's women are chunky. Come on. They get mad if they don't get a sandwich.
Damn.
So. All right, I'm on one.
You on one?
I'm on one. Back to the man code. I'm sorry, T, if I offended you. Not really, but.
T. Cherie.
Yeah, I love you, baby. Come on, you can come
What's
get it.
What's the man code in regards to dating an ex or someone you fool
No.
with?
What's the man code in texting someone?
I don't text. I don't like texting. I very seldom do it.
Okay.
I like to talk to you on the phone.
Okay.
I like my question better.
What was your question?
My question is, what's the man code when dating, a friend's ex, or is that cool?
No,
that's not cool.
No, that's not cool. I mean, especially if you know him, and if you got game, you can hit it. You can hit it. Just don't, nobody's business. That's the OPP.
Yeah.
You can go on and hit it. Especially if she want it.
Right.
And he ain't around. You go on and hit it. Give it to her.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she need it
She need it.
She needs
If
it.
she calling for it, she need it. I mean, that's the bottom line. But you ain't got to broadcast it. You ain't got to showcase it.
So you think that's what T. Cherie's going through?
I don't know. She need it. I'll give it to you, girl. Call me.
Oh, come on, Lord.
Damn.
I know she's not here. That's why I can say that.
Let me put the number up.
Oh, yeah. Hi, this is T. Cherie. Lewis, you got a pretty mouth.
But that's part of the man code too, is that you men are now putting their business in the street. We show pictures,
selfies.
We show guys, yo man, look at my girl, Nobody wants to see that, man. That's your business.
Is it a man code violation to do a selfie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It depends. If you over 30, yes.
Okay.
If you under 30, that's your wheelhouse. That's your generational thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, X in the chat room says replying with the letter K, like K, instead of OK.
A dude should never.
I don't do. If I reply, it's cool. COOL. That's what I say. Cool. Yeah. I don't say okay or K.
No. They just doing the K stuff.
No, I spell my words out. I don't do that. You know, I went to public school.
Right.
And plus, it's got spell check, so I'm not worried about not spelling it right.
Right.
So yeah, my reply is cool. K and the emojis and all that. Yeah, that's soft.
Who started all that?
No
crap?
Smiley face.
No, that's just soft. That's something for women. That's an emotional thing.
You can't see me smile. That's a wild.
I mean, that's with the cheesy thing and the teardrop, and
right.
I mean, kill yourself.
Yeah, all day long.
Oh, I mean, come on now. You just that stuff is for women.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, don't tell my girl nothing. Also, stop sharing all your business. Your business is your business as a man.
Man code.
Yeah, stop. You know, you don't have to tell everybody. If another man's sitting up listening to your thing about your woman, he want her. That's all you doing. You don't put your woman out there.
Right.
You know, you don't do that. That's just, you know, that's something men don't do.
Right.
These little young boys, you know, and you don't. I saw a guy the other night at the comedy club.
Yeah.
He walked his girl to the bathroom and then stood outside and waited for her.
What's wrong with that?
That was soft.
Not for me.
And there was a bunch of guys standing outside, and we joked because we said,
"Oh no,
that that he's so weak he didn't realize the man that she was gonna mess with was in the bathroom,
already in the bathroom,
waiting to get
exactly.
it. And she gave it to him while he was waiting outside.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Don't do that. Yeah.
No, you
let it go.
Yeah. Certain way to cross your legs as a man too.
Okay.
You can't cross your legs and your arms at the same time.
You can't.
No.
Not
when your legs are crossed all the way. I mean, you know, you can have with your leg up.
Space.
Yeah, but you can't have your leg crossed all the way and your arms crossed.
Yeah.
That's at a sports event.
You gotta have some space.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't.
I'm with that one.
You can't.
Can't mummify yourself.
And you can't sleep all through the night on your stomach.
You can't.
No.
So you gotta set the alarm to wake yourself.
You gotta at least turn to the side. You can't be on your stomach the whole night gripping a pillow.
So you gotta set your alarm.
Yeah,
to tell you to turn over.
That's just, hey man, that's just not right. That's just not right, man. No man should sleep like that.
I'm with you.
You should always be standing up eating a pastry. You shouldn't be laying down eating pastry.
Now that's a problem.
Yeah.
Is that a big problem?
That's something it's going to make you smack if you're laying down.
Hysterical. Don't taste yourself.
Yeah.
Another fact in this day in history, Nixon got reelected.
It's Tricky Dick.
1974, Vietnam.
You won't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
Yeah.
Nixon, them, they were beasts, man. They went for theirs.
Yeah.
Nixon was like a latter-day Hoover.
Yeah.
He had his files, and he just, he was corrupt.
Yeah.
He was a corrupt man. I mean, he had Europeans turning on each other.
Yeah.
The white people got mad at him.
They always talk about Reagan, but they never talk about Nixon.
No, I heard O'Reilly today Bill O'Reilly arguing with a guy because they don't like Bill O'Reilly's book on Reagan.
No?
Yeah, and it's nothing funnier to me than seeing two white guys yell at each other and go and argue.
It was controversial.
No, it was hilarious. That's why people say, why you listen to the O'Reilly factor? Because I love laughing at them.
You love it.
Man, it's just they're so ignorant. He had my man on too, Carson.
Ben Carson.
Yeah, but and Rubio not paying.
What do you think of Ben Carson?
I think he's a hardworking, brilliant surgeon. But I don't know what they promised him behind closed doors because some of the stuff he's saying is suspect.
Well, he got caught lying today.
Right. He said hit his wife in the head with a hammer or something like that.
No. He said the one thing was
you gonna make my eggs, bitch.
He said a thing about West Point and how he was offered a scholarship to West Point.
Oh, okay.
But what he said happened was that he was the top person in his ROTC class, and he went to lunch with someone from West Point, and they said that you would get a full scholarship. But the problem is West Point doesn't give scholarships.
Okay.
It's free.
Right.
So he was saying, but they were saying that people will say that to you, and that's just something you say. I can get a full scholarship.
It wasn't.
So that was, and then also the part was that he, when he was younger, around 14, he had a bad temper and he stabbed some guy in Detroit.
Wow.
And they were saying that CNN has been doing this investigation to try to find the person. The person's name is Bobby, and he's saying that's not a real name. And today he was firing back saying that you guys have not asked Obama any of these questions. Y'all didn't vet him like this, and CNN is a witch hunt.
Is he kidding?
Yeah, no, they wore Obama out. So then he was saying that he had just spoke to Bobby yesterday, but Bobby's not his real name, and he didn't want to drag these people into it.
I think Ben Carson's weirdo.
Oh, he's definitely. He's
a surgeon.
And then he said that he was going to hit his mama in the head with a hammer.
What was up with that?
Well, I guess he didn't like the way she cooked.
I feel if he lie about the
eggs,
West Point thing, he'll lie about anything.
Well, if he was going to hit his mama in the hammer, I guess that's when he was going to start practicing being a neurosurgeon.
But that's what
be his first patient.
Hysterical. But that's what politics is all about.
Yeah, it's all about fake out.
Right.
I mean, the power. These people are making laws that affect us. I was talking to my boy today about. We were talking about food, and he was talking about farmers. We were talking about how we don't know what's in our food now. We don't have a clue.
Right.
Because actually, it wasn't my boy. It was actually my stepbrother. He's delivering. He's a truck driver, so he drove from Memphis to deliver something to the docks. Mm-hmm. And what he's delivering is some byproducts that's going to China, so they can make the dog food, and then they're going to make the dog food and send it back here.
Okay.
So we don't know what's in the. We just know it's byproducts, so we don't know what's in our food. I mean, we don't have that power.
It's going to be old egg roll meat.
And then he was talking about how the farmers are spraying all this stuff with pesticides. We don't know. I mean, the vegetables don't taste the same. Think about these young kids don't know.
Okay.
But we know how vegetables used to taste, coming from the earth. Now everything is sprayed. And, and Chipotle just had this, E. coli breakout.
Oh, wow.
And I always felt that it was too many of them popping up too fast. It was just too many. It was just too many. It was just too many. So it's just this fast food is, that's part of the reason of having Obamacare because, these young people, I'm just scared of what's inside their bodies now.
Okay. So it's a different diaphragm. And
I mean, I did have a good hoagie today, but,
Oh, you went to your spot?
No, actually, I went to an Italian place and got a little Italian. I tried it because they had roast beef that wasn't rare. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty decent. I had to take the tomatoes off because I can't handle the tomatoes.
I have a few man code ideas from the chat room.
Okay, cool.
Never drink liquor from a straw.
Oh, yeah.
With a straw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Let's see.
I don't like drinking anything
Never
from a straw.
grab a man's beer by the neck, but the body.
What, your beer?
Yeah.
You grab it by the body, not by the neck?
Right.
It depends. It depends.
No, it just said what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Don't wear split toe shoes, flip flops.
Yeah. Just wear flat sandals. Yeah. I'm with you on that. The beer bottle.
So you can't wear the Jesus sandals?
You might as well have on some yoga pants if you're going to do that.
And then a coffee.
Yeah.
That's the outfit.
That was it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with that.
You have another man code?
No, I want to expound on the one with the passing of the drink.
Okay, you're saying if you're passing the drink.
Right.
Oh, okay. But if you're drinking it, you can drink it from that.
No, if you pass the drink, don't grab it from the top, grab it from the body. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was confused. I thought that meant you couldn't hold it when you were drinking yours.
No.
Yeah, passing is right. Yeah, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do it unless he's passing you a drink with a straw. I guess you can do that exchange. Yes, but yeah, okay, I'm with that one.
Yeah.
You should. Another man code is you don't stare at a man unless you're ready to fight him.
That's a lot of that in traffic nowadays.
Yeah, don't stare me down. I mean, everybody's brave in their car.
Right. Right.
In their car and in their computer, they're brave.
Right.
You don't do that. Mm-hmm. Another man code is you don't cuss at your mother.
Right.
You don't cuss at your mom. If you cuss at your mom, you weak.
Man code.
Man code. You can't do that. Okay. If you decide to get on a roller coaster, you can't scream. I will never get on.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you're gonna get on one, then take it.
Right.
You can't get on the horse and scream and balance.
I'm with you.
You just certain things you can't do.
I'm with you.
Every man should know how to throw a snowball.
We don't have snow.
Well, if you do back east, we know back east that's the code. Is you
How
got
do
to
you properly throw a snowball?
You throw it at their face.
Oh, okay, can I tell this story?
What?
I think we were in D.C. and you picked up the snowball and threw it down the street.
Yeah.
What's it? Were we in D.C.?
I don't know what's snowing. But yeah, whenever I'm near snow, I throw it. I throw it.
Well, I tell you, LD made a cool little snowball, and you told the engineer. You hit him with one.
Yeah, you got you. That's the code. That's a man code. If you're around snow, you have to throw the snowball at somebody.
Right.
You can't let them get a pass.
Right.
That's the only time you're able to throw something at your mother. A snowball. You can you can hit a woman with a snowball. You can throw a snowball at your mom.
Right.
That's just code.
Right.
You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Now, if you throw a snowball at your dad, you better make sure he ain't drinking.
Right.
Because if you get pissed.
I'm with that one.
Yeah, and you can't throw it at your sister or a woman's hair. Can't throw it at her hair. It got to be a body shot.
Well, we push them in the pool.
But men, it's got to be a head shot in the snow. No body shot. You got to go for the head.
Well, you got a lot of practice. So.
Yeah, when you get somebody in the face with a snowball, it's the funniest thing because their reaction is so funny. But that was times growing up, man. You guys out here are more water.
Yeah, we push
water fights. Yeah, water fights. Yeah. We couldn't waste water like that.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
But hey, listen, we coming back soon.
Late night.
Hey T, I hope you're still listening and you're not sitting there crying.
T. Cherie.
Whatever. Her nickname is T. That's what I like about being a man. I call you what I want when I got
That's
you.
Fair. Man code.
Man code. When I got you and you mine, I call you what I want and you better answer. Hey, we'll be back, man. Hey, call us up. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP. Fact Frida.
The number is 323-293-3375.
Oh, that's what my girl put on when I'm coming over. That's the
really?
song. Oh, yeah. She taking it off on that one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is the song. You start off missionary, and then you end up doggy style.
Lee Lewis.
Really? This is just man talk, man.
Sorry.
This is I'm telling you the truth. If you got game, if you can handle it, that song starts off missionary, but then right through the, halfway
interlude
part, yeah, you got to flip her over.
Yeah.
Got to flip it over and give it to her.
Yeah.
Make that head hit that bedpost.
Wow, that's safe sex.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. If she Latino, you got to make her say papi.
Oh, okay.
All right. If she black, you got to make her let you touch her hair.
That's the trade-off.
Hey, if you can pull her hair, you giving it to her. All right.
Wow.
She ain't worried about that weave. Now, I ain't never been with no.
Now all women don't have weave.
I ain't never been with no white girl, so I don't know what that's like.
I don't. Well,
I don't know.
Allegedly.
We'll call Speedy about that. I don't know about that.
Hilarious.
Man. I don't know about the Europeans. I ain't never tasted.
Well,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you have.
Oh,
you a big black dude. Come on, homie.
What?
You in Cali? Come on. I know you've been down that. I know you've been down that lane, homie.
I've had 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, you had some snowbirds, man.
Snowbirds?
Or whatever they called.
Oh, wow.
That's like clam chowder to me with no seasoning.
Well, not all of them are the same, LD.
Huh?
Not all of them are the same.
Man, most of them are.
Not all of them. Some are a little exotic than others.
Well, then they not European. They got a little flavor with them.
Yeah.
I met a girl at the show. She was Argentina and Mexican.
What was his name?
Oh, you got jokes, man. But her butt was flabby.
That part right there.
But hey, we're back. I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
This is the Man Show.
Fact Frida.
Hey, what's the number? I know it's
323-293-3375.
Hey, this is free. 'Cause y'all got a plan, right? Some of y'all got minutes and y'all can't call, but
leave them alone, Lewis.
Those you got to use your girl's phone.
Okay.
And then when she say who you calling, say I was calling the Man Show, and then she can call. She won't get mad at you.
Okay. Fellas, tighten up your belts.
That's right, man. Be a man. Hey, you got 2 hours with us to be a man. All right, that's it. Look, the other 22 hours you can go back to being her dude.
Her dude.
Here you can step into our world and get away from that rat race, and you can come enjoy our world of being a man.
Late night.
All day long, man. I mean, they probably. Hey, by now you should have. If you're on the East Coast, you should have put her to sleep by now anyway. If you're doing your man thing, you should have hit it, and she should be asleep.
Wow.
She should be rolling over right now. What you doing? I'm just listening to the Man Show. Okay.
So you should have already had missionary and doggy out the way.
All day long. Hey, unless she getting home late.
I'm with you.
You know, if you on the West Coast.
Oh, you still got time.
She in the shower.
Yeah.
And she should be, you know.
She should be in the bath.
Yeah, taking a bath with some candles. Yeah, and you know, late night, you got about an hour left, then you can go hit it. We'll get her ready for you.
Get her ready.
Actually put the computer in her bath, let her listen to it.
Oh.
By the end of the show, she'll come out ready.
Okay. I'm with that,
That's
LD.
what we do for you. We'll get her ready.
In the late night.
All day long, man. By the time she come out, she'll look like Halle Berry.
Well, not all of them.
Yeah, she got issues. Hey,
What do you think about that, though?
What, Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know.
You know her.
Yeah, I've met her.
Yeah.
I've been on the same stage with her. I've held her shoe.
Right.
You know, whatever's wrong with her, I'd like to find out.
What size
personally.
does she wear?
Divorce.
Hysterical. Double D.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Hey, man, there's something going on upstairs.
She's triple D.
Is she? That's right. 3 times.
Fact Frida.
Once, twice,
3
times a divorce. But hey, I'm not mad at her. You know, as long as she can pay for it. Them guys made out all right.
Yeah, the Europeans got over.
They got over.
Yeah.
She's taking care of them.
Oh, bless her heart.
You know. I mean, but that's just, I don't even want to go there.
Because it ain't a man code.
Yeah, it's, hey, listen, we want to jump into another topic.
Right.
And it's, I read something on the rollout, in the rollout chat room, and I thought it was very interesting.
Okay.
And not too many times I find things interesting in that rollout chat room.
Oh, wow.
Really? I'm just kidding. No, I like it. I like the people in that room are crazy.
Yeah.
They do a lot of funny, what are those things called?
Memes.
Memes. I thought they got some funny ones, especially you guys. They're always doing some funny ones of you guys.
Shout out to Chuck Farmer.
Yeah. He does them?
Well, he does.
Chuck and Aaron Gladman.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. They kill you guys. They kill you guys. And actually, I ran into one of Nikki Pam's friends. She came to the taping of Tyra. She was actually on the show doing something. A little light-skinned girl. You know, she was, you know, so she told me, actually, she caught me. She was walking in and I was walking in and I was kind of focused. So I hope I wasn't rude to her, but she was trying to talk to me and I was like, you know, kind of focused, getting ready to do my work.
Right.
But, you know, she called her something. She called her Pamela something. What's her name?
Pam.
Yeah, and I didn't know her at that. She said, and I was like, Nikki Pam? So shout out to her, whatever her name was.
Wow, really?
Hey, man, really. You guys had something on the roll. I'm talking about baby mama, daughter, wife, or mom.
Okay.
And I believe it was who should be number 1, 2, or 3 or something like that. Is that correct? And I thought about that.
Oh, you thought about that?
Yes.
Okay.
And, man, will you stop that? You're killing me with that, man. Now, I'm going to ask you, where do you fall in on that, man?
Now, give me the names again.
Baby mama, daughter, wife, or mom? What's the order?
Well, for me, the baby mama should never be in the situation.
Fair enough. I agree. I crossed it off, too. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, then I'll say the daughter.
It's 1.
Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my order.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was my order.
Why in that order?
Because
right,
the daughter has not had a situation yet. The wife has already been through. The mother's already been through. So you already got to get the daughter and bring her along. And then everybody else falls back under the daughter.
Right. And your mom's not going to, she's going to be with you.
Right. Because that's Grammy.
And the wife can always go left or right on you.
Yeah.
You know, and the baby mama's just attitude.
But in the Bible, isn't your wife supposed?
What that got to do with anything?
Yes.
The wife's supposed to be first.
Yes, and blacks are supposed to be slaves too. So which Bible we going to read? You know, I mean, I'm gonna go.
Let me get Johnny Mac on the phone.
Feathers.
Yeah, really, yeah. Nothing like a prisoner telling you about the Bible.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, he's jacked anyway because of his Raiders. So shout out to Johnny Mac. Yeah.
Hey.
I heard the Raiders are doing pretty good.
They're doing well.
Yeah, they are doing well. Shout out to Johnny Mac and Marcus King.
Feathers.
But to me, daughter, definitely, because you brought her in this world.
Right.
It's your responsibility to make sure she's loved and helping her learn what true love is. Mm-hmm. And she'll never have another daddy. And nobody will love her or should love her the way you will with that honesty.
Right.
So she needs that nurturing. Mom, because mom gave you life.
Right.
And she's going to ride or die with you.
Right.
And the wife, she has options.
Yeah.
You know,
she's already had the child,
and sometimes they exercise those options. Yeah. And I'm not saying you shouldn't love them all unequal. You know, you love them, and the baby's mama is that's called slipping. Mm-hmm. You know, but now baby mama's in.
Right.
I mean, baby's mamas now are getting treated like wives. I mean, wives. I mean, that to me, that's, you know, that confuses me.
I saw the premiere the other night.
Of what?
Baby Mamas of L.A.
There's a show?
I just said it.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm kidding you, but that's coming.
You probably just now, why? It'll be on next. It'll be coming on right after Atlanta Housewives.
It's coming.
Probably. Yeah, I just really believe that, you know, I mean,
yeah,
man, it's just getting ridiculous.
So in the man code, can we go with daughter?
Yes, it's a man code. Mother, wife, and then baby mama.
Baby mama's excluded?
No, I mean, if you have a child by someone, you need to work that out so that child can, you know,
But like you said, things change in the relationship, so it's no longer about her; it's about him and the child.
Right, and then that's when you got to pay the price.
That part
for not doing it the right way, and not saying everything works out.
Right.
But if you start it off the right way, then it'll keep some sense of order.
I'm with you.
And but the bottom line is, you know, as a man, we just have a tendency to not honor that order, because it's some men out there so weak they'll let the girlfriend, you know, when things don't work out,
do everything.
No, they'll let the girlfriend take their time away from their kids. There's some punk men out there.
Oh, that part.
And that's the first thing you have to do is establish, because I have a few friends who were, and this is why I shout out to my ex-wife, because we were on the same page when it came to co-parenting our kids and making sure that only we two were at the events, and anybody that we were seeing were not invited to the events.
Okay.
Because we wanted the kids to focus on our love for them.
Right.
And
I'm with
because
that.
you actually have to play that game of, hey, how you doing? Hey, thank you for coming and all that. And that's just more stress, unnecessary stress for the kid.
Okay.
Of stretching themselves.
Okay.
And, you know, people are so selfish. Adults are so selfish now.
Yeah.
They're not selfless. And that's part of being a parent, that is the toughest part of being a parent, is being selfless.
Right.
When you are lonely, you want someone, and that someone is demanding your time.
Mm-hmm.
We had a question on our show today about, what do you do when your kid is a young adult and they're in an abusive relationship? What can you do as a parent?
Now, is this because now it could be both male and female?
The kid.
If it's my daughter, then I'm stepping to him 24/7, and your daughter will say, "Don't, dad." No, I'm stepping him 24/7.
Right.
I'm snitching. I'm taking photographs. I'm talking to his dad, and if I got to do time, I'm doing time.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not going to hurt her or kill her.
Right.
I got to do time. But it's going down like that. If I come and my daughter comes and she's bruised, then you're going to feel it.
Right.
You just are.
Man code.
That's just how it goes. And
what if she keeps going back to the relationship?
Then I'm going to end him. Then we don't have to worry about that.
You gonna start dating her?
She can go visit. You know what?
Know what you said?
She can go visit him underground.
Mm-hmm.
She can go lay flowers at his plot. But I'm going to beat him so bad he won't see her. You know, that's something that I'll have to do time for.
Now, man code, is he in your weight class?
Hey, even if he's not, I'm bringing something that'll match the weight.
I'm with you.
So not my baby girl.
Right.
You know. Now, if my son's getting beat up by his girlfriend, I don't know what to tell him. You know, hopefully it's good.
So that's the reverse side of the story. If it's the boy that's getting beat up,
hopefully he can take a punch.
Wow.
I mean, I don't.
Why the double standard?
It's not a double standard because he's not gonna leave her if he's willing to accept all that.
Yeah, if he's getting beat down, I mean, it's the double standard because males are stronger than females.
Right.
And evidently it's an emotional thing for her, and that's just my responsibility. Yeah. My son, I'm going to have conversations with him, and hopefully his mom will talk to him. Right. But I'm not going to go beat the girl up.
Right.
but the boy is going to catch it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
That's the part right there.
You know?
Can't hit the girl, you know.
Yeah. Now I might send my daughter to go take care of her.
Oh wow.
But no, it's a different standard when it comes to that. When you putting your hands on my daughter, you're gonna get hands put on you.
Right. That's it.
That's just it. Now,
That's it.
so back to what we were saying that about my boy. He went through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they were around, early teenagers when they, maybe 10, 13. And they, and of course, he did what most men do and most women. He found somebody younger, a lot younger, and he started kicking it with her.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But then he started sacrificing his time with her and eliminating time with his daughters.
Oh, okay.
And this fool one time, the daughters, the mother wasn't home at their old house
Gotcha.
for a holiday, and the girls invited him over, and he took the little girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And he's wondering now why these daughters are so angry now that they're older and in college and finishing high school.
Yeah, that's a man code right there.
Yeah, and I told him that the first thing you have to do is apologize to them.
Right.
And give them space, but text them or call them every day and say, I love you.
Call them.
And say, I love you every day. If they don't pick up your call, you leave them a message.
Yeah, exactly.
But you let them know, you send them a card that I love you every day to build that back up.
Right.
But he's blaming them.
Mm.
He's even my boy has a son. And when his son was younger, he was, trying to raise his son the way his dad raised him, all hard and beating him and all that. And now his son is 18, don't want to have anything to do with him.
Okay.
And I told him, I'm like, man, listen, you're going to have to call him or text him every day and let him know you love him.
Got to call him.
And he's like, no, I ain't going to do that. He got to call me. I'm the man. I'm the father. You know what, man?
Yeah.
But yet this fool was messing with this white girl who he caught cheating with him 3 times on him. And he ended up letting her move in the house and all that. And I'm like, oh, but you can forgive her.
That's about right.
Wait, in a situation, should the kid apologize to the parent if they're on the outs?
No, because the kid is not a grown-up. The kid is not developed yet.
Right.
The kid is just going through his pain. You made a decision, you and the mom, to disrupt their home. Kid didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
And, of course, if it's abusive, and you should remove yourself. There's reasons to leave. I'm not saying you should stay getting beat up and all that. But if you two just choose that y'all don't want to be together, y'all don't love each other, now that kid has to go to every other weekend, get their clothes and go to another house.
Right.
As an adult, who would do that as an adult?
Right.
Every other weekend, I got to go back to another house and deal with that situation.
I forgot my jacket.
Right, and then get yelled at and emotional, and then see you loving somebody else.
That part.
Come on, that's just not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. I don't care who you are. People can be hard and say, well, it didn't bother me when I was growing up. It's a darn lie.
Well, it ain't about being hard. It's about getting education. If you don't want to get the education, then it's going to be hard.
It's a disruption to your emotional life.
Right.
And kids like structure. They like, even if your mom and dad get on your nerves, at least you know they're there.
That part.
But go to another house and see a woman I don't know and sitting up with her and her trying to be my friend and she, I don't like the way the house smells. Don't smell like my house.
And you got to remember her name.
Yeah, and you got to treat her with respect. And
what do you mean smell?
Yeah.
Home smell differently.
Different houses smell different.
Your
house smell like a certain way.
Yeah, your house. You know how your house smells. All right, all right. So I'm potpourri.
Like a dispensary.
Yeah,
Dispensary.
yeah. So
allegedly.
Yeah. So yeah. We as adults need to understand what we put on our children for our own selfish reasons.
Okay.
And half the time it doesn't even last.
Exactly.
Half the time it doesn't last. That's what pisses me off. Half the time I don't know. Don't start me.
But the daughter comes first.
That's why the daughter should come first.
Yeah. And then the mom. and then the
All right, somebody's calling, and maybe
For what?
they're going through something. Who is this? Let it be a man.
Caller, what's
Hey,
your name?
what's
Is
up,
that
Blake?
how you greet your fans?
I'm sorry.
Say hello.
Hello. Hey.
what?
How I greet my fans. These same people that say that Lou Dix putting us to sleep more than Bill Cosby. Yeah, all right.
Hysterical X and Apollo Legend.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Aaron Glad, man.
Hey, Aaron. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm good. Hey, I'm calling because I got a different order than you guys have with the wife and the daughter and all that.
All right, what's your order?
My order is wife is first. Wife always got to come first. And then the kids. And then mama.
Okay.
Now that baby mama person, she
Yep.
don't even have a place on this table.
Okay.
Are you,
Those them out. That's my order.
you a Christian or something?
What they
Yeah,
got to do
I
with
am.
anything?
But if you marry a woman, she's your, that's your life partner. That's the person that you confide in. You guys do everything together. You own everything together.
All right, so what if she decides that she's had enough of owning stuff together and she wants it? And she's divorcing.
Well, I've been through that. I've been through that.
Okay, so would you still put that first wife first?
Right.
Oh no. She becomes that baby mama then. She drops to that level.
What, did you have a kid with her?
Yeah. I had a
Okay,
kid with her.
so it didn't work. I mean, but your daughter she's the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
She's the one.
all right, so that's what I'm saying. That
And y'all didn't get a divorce, you and your daughter.
Right. We did not.
all right, so why are you putting that wife first when she has freedom of choice, which she
Because
exercised?
She's not. If we got a divorce, she's no longer my wife.
But in
that part.
the beginning, you put her first as opposed to your daughter. So if your wife said, the wife before that you got divorced, I want us to this Tuesday is
Right.
our Tuesday,
Right, our
and then your
Tuesday.
daughter said, but I want Tuesday, Dad. You give it to the wife, right?
Right.
But now you divorced, but she got the Tuesdays, and your daughter, who you still with, didn't get the Tuesdays. Man, I don't agree with that, man. Kick that. And she.
What about before the daughter's born?
Well, yeah, the wife is the wife.
Right.
But once the daughter's born,
It's a shift.
Thank you for your call, Aaron.
Aaron in Detroit.
Aaron.
Motors.
Was Aaron the one? Aaron was the one that was sending me the shirt, right?
Didn't get it yet.
No, I didn't. I sent him my address, too.
Oh, wow.
I forgot that. He said he has an assistant, too.
Maybe he's sending it ground.
What does that mean?
It takes a little longer.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's walking it.
He told me, he said,
Somebody's walking.
hilarious. Aaron's like, my assistant is sending it out, and I didn't put my unit number.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, is it going to get there? And I said, yeah, it'll still get there. So we'll see.
So Aaron has a little different list than us, and then
I'm not mad at him.
No, I'm not mad at him either. But I'm just saying the breakdown was a good point that you said that now the daughter didn't get those Tuesdays, but now she gets them all the time because of the divorce. But in the case of him having the wife and the daughter not being here yet,
Yeah, if it's just you and the wife gets it.
right?
By government stance, she gets it. It's
Right.
hers.
Right.
She's getting half, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But the daughter, like you said earlier, that's the one you have to nurture and
Well, you have to grow.
brought in the world. But because the other one made her choice,
Yeah.
and it wasn't you.
Right.
That's just the mad part of me.
That's a fair assessment, though.
Was I talked to my ex today, and I told her, I was like,
Was it a good talk or?
Louis, do you think if you hadn't been divorced that you'd still feel the same way?
no, my kids came first. Yeah, even when I was married.
Yeah.
And she used to be upset about that. She used to tell me, I don't even think you need me with these kids.
Right.
And she was, more or less correct. I mean, she got up and left in the morning to go to work, and she had her life, and she had friends, and my daughter didn't have. I mean,
Yeah.
I was her joy until she grew out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still her joy. But
Fact Frida.
I mean, that's my baby girl. That's gonna
Are
always
you
be my baby
asking,
girl.
or are you snickering about how can somebody be Lewis's joy?
That's cold.
That's what I felt.
That's my Pepe. She knows.
Yo,
Her
who?
Pepe. That's
Yo,
a nickname.
Pepe.
Peyton.
I thought that was your name.
You know what? Those were great times. Those was great times, man. Feeding the kids and burping them, and
Going through the process.
Would you say you're in a relationship, maybe with a woman in her 40s? Would you be open to have another child?
No, and the girl that I talked about last week, that knob
is that over?
Close to it, man. She just got issues, man.
I already, hey, Lewis, believe me, that's the beauty of being 40 and over is you come into wisdom. And it's like, wow, so much you didn't know in your 20s.
Yeah, she just, this girl, and to tell you what, this girl.
Although some of the fans in the chat room said that you should take the questionnaire.
Oh, please, I ain't taking that questionnaire.
The survey.
She showed it. Okay, let me tell you what this woman. Okay, Now, she's a nice girl, I'm sure, but she was in an abusive relationship.
That's a problem.
The ex, who was the daddy of her
still has
kids,
baggage.
She's got plenty of baggage.
And Gucci.
And so she said she still has messages from him when he wouldn't let the daughters, when they used to go visit him, call her.
Okay.
And this is what got me.
What got you, LD?
Because she was supposed to come out here, and I have to travel. So we were talking, and she said, hey, well, I get in this day. And then I said, yeah, well, I'll be leaving. I'll be going for like 3 days. And then she says, well, I was going to rent a car, but, can you pick me up? And then, the suggestion was, I use your car.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Cool. You can just use my car and then pick me back up from the airport. And then we were talking about something about to get a kiss or something. She said, I don't kiss on the first date.
Oh, wow.
Did she reiterate that? Because you said that
yes,
last week.
And then I was like, so then I said, wait a minute, hold up. You can borrow my car,
but you can't
give
kiss
me a kiss? And she's like, I ain't kissing nobody for no car. So right away, I was like, you know what? You're to me, that was selfish and self-centered. And because she also talked about how she don't do certain things.
Did you ask her why
exactly.
She doesn't kiss on the first date?
I didn't care. Because the bottom line is, because she also wanted to invite me to Thanksgiving dinner at their families,
right?
And I'm like, you can do all that, but you're just playing a game,
right?
You're playing a game because I know you're supposed to be Christian and all that, but yet And then she talked about how her friend,
go back up. You said that there's some things she said she don't do that you turned you off.
She don't kiss on the first date.
That's one.
But she do suck dick.
Hilarious.
I think that's probably the second one she don't do.
No, it didn't even get to that. But also the fact that she said, this is another thing she didn't. She said that it kind of irritated me.
What she said?
She's going through something with her daughter who's in college. Now, her daughter had met a boy in college.
Oh,
She's a freshman. So you know what that happens. He's giving it to her.
Right.
So she went to visit and found out that the daughter was staying with the boy.
What's wrong with that?
On top of staying in the dorm because she saw her clothes there.
Okay.
So she was mad at the girl and got upset, and I'm like, listen, you got to let that happen.
Yeah.
That's just where it is right now.
All over the place.
That's
right
your
now.
daughter. He's giving her something you ain't never gave her.
Yeah.
He giving her orgasm. She ain't never had that from you. But that's not the Christian way. Hey, God didn't give her that orgasm. He giving it to her. That's the way it is. But she's still your daughter. She loves you. Don't worry about it. It'll come back. You just have to have patience.
Exactly.
So then she said the daughter was supposed to come out here with her for Thanksgiving, and the daughter said, I'm going to his house.
Yeah.
So she got all upset. And I'm like, listen. So I said, so what's happening? She said, well, I'm going to tell her father that she's not going to go with us.
Okay.
And then he's going to call her, and then he'll find out from her that she has a boyfriend and all that, and then he'll get upset and yell at her. I said, hold up.
Yeah.
I said, why are you not going to give him a heads up? I said, that's not co-parenting. Mm-hmm. I said, if it was flipped, would you want him not to tell you what was going on? So you just call her out of blue and be surprised? Give him something to work with. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't understand our relationship. He don't talk to me like that. I said, regardless. I said, you all going to have to start talking now because eventually they're going to get married.
That part.
Y'all going to have to deal with a wedding. So you need to start now working on your communication.
Might as well get involved.
So, you just don't understand it. And then right away I realized, ding, 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 baggage.
And
baggage.
it ain't Gucci.
Baggage meaning that I'm going to have to deal with your not dealing. So anything that I do that comes close to him, it's going to reflect on through him. So right away, I'm done.
I already feel like knowing you and what you've said about her so far, I knew that was going to work out.
No, I think
you were a little tiny bit infatuated in the beginning over the phone.
No, I was feeling her over the phone.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
You know, she sent me a little. Forget you, punk. Yeah, because she was like, because I was telling her I eat a lot of sandwiches. You need a woman to cook for you and all that. So that kind of was getting me.
Okay.
But I just felt I had a gut feeling of this woman is selfish, and then she said. She had just went to TSA, so she doesn't have to stand in the line. She paid $85 because she said, if anybody knows me, I don't stand in lines.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She ain't going to make it.
I was like, okay, you can't stand in the line. You too good to stand in the line. You too, you got to.
Don't want to kiss.
Yeah, you don't want to kiss. You mean.
So is she done?
Done.
Done.
And she kind of felt it because I haven't called her in a few days. So she kind of tried to send me a text, hey, hope everything's okay, and I didn't reply.
Oh, wow.
It's a wrap,
So you do text?
I text her. No, I didn't text her, but I have text her.
Okay.
I hope you have. My text is pretty simple. Hope you have a great day. Don't forget to laugh out loud. That's my text.
Wow.
To a lot of people.
You put a smiley face at the end of that?
You never sent me a laugh out loud text.
Because I know you already laughing.
Like Frida.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Jealous.
Hilarious.
I've been by my phone all day.
I didn't get one day.
Laugh out loud. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's just.
We were talking before, during the last break about how do you deal with your kids while going through a divorce, because a lot of kids believe that it's their fault that their parents are.
Especially when it's more than one child, then you have the separation part. Who goes with what parent?
Well, no, I think the kids should stay together.
Okay.
Eventually you want the boy to, when he reaches a certain age, to come live with his father. Mm-hmm. But, you just have to be, you can be active. You have to be even more active.
In the life.
When you go through a divorce. You need to show up at school. You need to, just stop by.
Okay.
You need to, because the custodian parent is going to get everything. They're going to get the anger. They're going to get the love. The kid's going to yell at them more. The parent who's not in the house is going to, especially if the dad doesn't show up, then the kid's going to work extra hard to say, please love me.
Right.
And he'll get away with more. That's what he thinks. But eventually, once they get older and figure it out, it's like, our kids figured out who was really into them.
Yeah.
Because, when we first got divorced, she was gone. She was rolling. She tried to make them a latchkey kid, and I wasn't having that.
Right.
So, and different guys, and I never dated while they were, going through it. So, and then I first thing I did, and this came from listening to Dr. Laura.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
Yeah.
You still listen to her?
Hey, man, Dr. Laura.
She's European.
She makes some sense every now and then.
Oh, wow.
But first thing I did was I apologized to them.
Okay.
And just told them that, hey, listen, we love you. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Okay.
Certain choices that we made. And of course, they were young. They didn't understand it.
Right.
But just the fact that it was important for me to say that. And again, like I said, we made it a point to make sure that we were present in every little kid thing that they had going on.
Right. And you said present.
Can I ask, we were talking about your friend your phone friend, your phone pal.
Fact Frida.
Do you feel you have a certain level of baggage being that you went through a divorce, and it seemed pretty bitter in the beginning because we were there when you first were going through it?
It still is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow, really?
Do you...
Well, I kind of feel like...
Because it seems like you're bitter towards women.
Ooh,
no, it's just that being older and wiser, I recognize baggage because I had it.
And it ain't Gucci.
And I think I'm at a much better place. That's why I don't put myself in relationships with people. I'm kind of focused on my career and coaching kids.
Impossible.
Yeah, really, I know. But I'm going to let that relationship happen. But But I'm very thoughtful in that sense, because even when the phone girl, I was very, I was always asking her about her dad and her daughter, and I kind of like reinforce what they should be focused on, not me. My understand being through it, I know her focus. I don't want a woman to focus on me, because you have to handle that business first.
But what about if all her kids are grown and she's in a place where she doesn't have to worry?
Well, then that's a different
and
focus.
She wants to focus on her.
No, that's
man.
cool. That's cool. But she's also has to have a focus on her life too. You can't be focused on that person. You can love that person and care for them, but you have to have a drive and focus on your own.
Right,
something I can cheerlead for.
Right,
Okay.
and you can't put your happiness in the hands of someone
Right,
else.
and I'm not going to do that. I mean,
work.
I'm Lewis Dix, and I'm really happy with me. And before, I just didn't.
Wow.
That
This is
sounded
not
like
an
a
AA meeting.
testimonial.
Yeah.
No, before I didn't even engage. It was lonely, mind you. I was lonely, but I didn't put it on anyone else.
Right.
I didn't put it. I had a couple of good friends that I knew.
Yeah.
And I was celibate for a while, and I had
You
to
was
follow.
what?
I had forget you.
He was in a minivan. What did he say?
He said celibate.
Oh.
Is that right? Is that the right word?
No.
Celibate.
Celibate, whatever. I was lonely and horny. So but I had I had my radio friends. I mean, I kind of artistically.
When you say your radio friends, do you mean me?
Yeah, and TDP.
Oh,
and
you would
Speedy
say
and
your name
everybody.
first, huh?
I mean, they
Was it me?
really. I mean, they put me. They actually put it on me to where I had to deal with it.
Right. We were pretty hard on you.
Yeah,
on Foxhole.
and that was okay, because coming from where I came from, the comedy world, that's how I worked through
the
it.
story when we were on tour that you and Portis would always be talking at the airport.
Yeah, POTUS
They're
was
like
cool
an old
like
married couple. That used to be funny.
No,
And
POTUS.
people, no, but I'm saying people walk by and be like, why is she with him?
She was cool like that.
Right,
She was
right,
cool.
that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
it wasn't too
Now,
many.
Lewis does it. Me and Lewis have a good respect for each other, and because of that respect, we can really have some real conversations. Like
Yeah.
it ain't like we're trying to like diss each other or nothing.
Right.
And I was the one on the show, and when we were on the road, that kind of reined Lewis
Because I used to sit
in.
next to her,
Right,
and
that's
she'd
what
be
I'm saying.
like, don't go there, don't go there.
Yeah, when he'd go off on Diamond, Double D, and people like that, I would have to kick Lewis under
Poe
the
was
table.
like, she's a young girl. You shouldn't be talking to her like that. And I'm like, she's still dirty.
oh God,
She's still dirty, POTUS. I don't care. She still had a stain on her clothes. I don't care. So, but
No, the classic one was you and what was the girl? It was with Flavor Flav.
New York.
New York.
That was classic.
Yeah, she was nasty.
That was classic.
And you see where she is?
That was
But
classic.
nowhere.
Lewis, instead of like attacking them, can't you hit
That
them?
wasn't an attack.
Wait. Come at them at a fatherly angle because
No.
maybe they didn't have their father.
No, they were way past fatherly.
Nah.
They were,
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like, I have respect for anyone that respects themselves. And if you don't respect yourself, then why should I?
No, the thing was classic about that situation with New York, that she came in on this whole puffy butterfly cloud and you just snatched it from under. And then she tried to get real, but it was too late.
I know. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah, that was great.
That was part of the anger of breaking down women who thought they were all that.
Right, that's classic right
That was,
there.
and it was good radio. It was fun.
great radio.
It was fun radio. It
You're in
wasn't.
the late night with TDP.
And I'm Lewis Dix, and I'm better. I am.
Oh, good.
I'm better.
I'm glad.
I'm looking to put it on you, whoever's next.
Oh, stop it, Lewis. He's out of town.
We're gonna take a quick break. The phone lines are open at 323
For what?
293.
Yeah, I knew you had to get your little rap in there.
That's about taking selfies. You know?
Is that what that song's about?
Yeah.
Every song has an unnecessary message now.
Stop taking selfies, you bitch niggas.
I mean, man, put on some Marvin Gaye. Hey, this
We
is
had
Lewis
that on
Dix.
earlier.
I'm Lewis Dix.
I'm TDP.
Hey, we're talking man stuff. It's been fun, man. It's
Tighten
been
up your
fun.
belts.
That's right. We're going to get this last 20 minutes in.
Workout.
And we were talking the other day, TDP and I, about all these TV shows and movies that do nothing but dog women, and all women love these shows.
They're popular.
It's amazing to me.
They have parties.
It's amazing. Everything is about dogging y'all or doing it to y'all.
That's right, girl.
And you all love it. I mean, let's start off with one of the top shows, Empire.
I've never seen it.
Me either.
Never seen
But
it.
just from seeing it in the commercials.
How the women
I saw
talk
that
about it.
Precious got some, I didn't see that episode, but they had the pictures
Of what?
of Precious getting some penis.
Now, who is Precious?
That's the big girl?
Yeah.
The girl, big girl.
She's
She's
Right.
not Precious on the Empire, but
That's what you
she'll-
said.
she'll always be.
Gabrielle Sidibe.
Sidibe.
So who was that? That was
Gabrielle.
Speedy starring role. Did he?
Oh, come on.
So a guy did it to her?
Yeah, on
Did it
last
to her?
week's. They did the hoochie coochie.
Oh, we call it hunting.
Did they show her body?
She had on clothes. But
So it was a quickie?
so they were outside on the rooftop.
See what I'm saying? They just dog, and women love this
What's
show.
wrong with that, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like it on the rooftop.
Scandal.
Wait a minute. Hold up. We got an exclusive.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, that's a fact from Frida.
Yeah.
Scandal. I don't really watch that show, but I did catch last week's episode.
And what's happening? The president is doing it to that girl.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay.
going on in that.
That's what's going on with
okay.
that. So how is that uplifting?
So that's dogged out.
Hustle and
Do
flow.
you know? I heard that series was based on what?
But-
Condoleezza Rice and Bush.
No,
You think so?
no.
That's my girl. I'm talking about my girl. Like
Hustle and flow is another one.
hustle and flow.
Women, I mean, it's
Hard
just
out here for a
amazing.
pimp.
Yeah, women love that. And Boomerang, but the girl Robin Gibbs kind of won that.
Wait
What's
a
your
minute.
point here?
The point is,
Women being dogged out.
women being dolled out, and you guys love these movies. It's like it's nothing. It's not in. You keep
Or
trying
TV
to,
show.
No,
Act
I
like-
don't like the reality shows because they, it's not
It's not what?
it's not a very good influence on our young people
No, it's always about. It's just
because the girls are getting dogged out on those shows.
That's what we talking about.
I'll watch that and I'll be like, I'll be damned if I go through that.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop. That stupid show. None of these shows
Yeah,
I've ever
that
seen, but
show.
I'm still gonna dog them.
So my question is, if the woman is always getting dogged out and the young impressionable man is watching these shows, how is he going to treat a woman?
Right? She's going to treat it the way he's being taught.
So is there one show that shows him how to treat a woman?
Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah, it's
I
classic.
mean the Muppets. Even the Muppets are dogging each other.
Now?
Yes, the new Muppets.
Wow.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
because I heard Kermit has a new girlfriend.
I mean, who? I mean, a Muppet. I mean, it's just.
This is a sad day.
It's just hard. I mean, it's just like it's only show where women don't get dolled out is Sports Center.
Yeah?
And
It's the
I
only
heard
thing.
that one of the female announcers someone came out and said something disrespectful.
Well, I remember one girl that was doing baseball. They dolled her, but that's old white men who just got issues with everybody.
That was a documentary, Women in the Locker Room. Was it towels in the
now
locker room?
It's certain shows I do like,
like what?
and they don't get dolled out. Criminal Minds.
Okay.
There's some strong women on that show.
What about How to Get Away with Murder with
I've never seen that show, but I like Viola Davis.
Yeah.
I think she's a
She
strong
was up
woman.
for an Oscar, wasn't she?
Emmy?
The Emmy?
She won it.
Yeah.
No,
Was
she-
it an Emmy or Oscar?
No, she
It
won
was
an Emmy.
Right. She won an Emmy.
Yeah, the Emmy is television.
And I think she would. No, that was the other girl nominated for Oscar. But also, I love NCAA volleyball.
Oh, that's great.
I
That's
love
great sports.
I love.
Some but
NCAA.
white girls on that.
No,
some
not
sisters,
true.
and their uniforms are perfect.
Yeah, I just watched the USC match and they lost to Washington and lost their #1 ranking.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's just.
It's great sports.
Yeah. That's. I love sports. Sports is something that's universal. It's equal opportunity.
Right.
You know, who doesn't want to watch Venus?
Who doesn't?
And you heard her. Was it Venus that ran down the dude that stole her phone
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's Compton all day.
all day?
That's tennis, boy. That's working out.
And he's lucky she ran him down, didn't hit him with no tennis ball.
Or a racket.
Yeah. So that's, and she had to do it because the, little European she dating wouldn't do it. Or is she dating Drake or somebody?
I think she's moved on from Drake. I don't know.
That girl been getting it.
But
in.
you knew it from that point? You knew she was with him? You knew that?
What? That she's with
Drake?
Drake is not running off the back. He'll write a song about it.
I like Drake. He could.
I like Drake too. I like that back to back. You know, that kills me. I like that song. That's one of the songs I let my son play in the car.
So what state was she in when they took her phone and was running from her?
I want to say New York.
New York?
She said, forget what the Find My iPhone. She went and got it.
That's my phone right now. I need it.
And you know the stuff that she
he
had
probably
in
done it on purpose, too, because she probably had a lot of contacts. He probably
Right.
held her phone hostage. But now you can kill your phone when someone takes it, though.
But I also, on the Fab Life,
What about the Fab Life?
The girl, Lauren Mack, gave out a secret on how to check your man's phone.
They have all kind of gadgets.
Well,
and
you
gadgets.
know, we did a story this week about, Anna was on Good Morning America, that they have these companies now that you can download these apps to spy on people's text messages, phone calls, location. You can actually hear.
You didn't know that, LD?
You can
No.
actually.
Yeah.
You can actually hear.
These girls got the
conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you log onto a computer and you could hear what the person is saying on their cell phone.
That's crazy because when you think about it, because just real quick, and this is to help the brothers out, what women do now,
man code.
when your phone is sitting on the table and say you walk away and leave it, and you have it locked, the way to unlock it, she said, is that the girl calls your phone and then you answer, and then she answers it and then it's unlocked.
Right.
You just push, and that's just weak.
Man,
So
I like I was saying earlier, if I don't trust you and I have to do all that, I don't even want to be in a relationship.
But all right, let's think about how all this began.
But this is in a relationship.
But when all this began, you think about it. When first we started off with the rotary dial phone, we cool with that.
Hysterical.
I mean, we started with that. For you young people don't know.
No, we didn't start with that.
What did we start with?
We started with Green Acres. They used to climb up the goddamn telephone pole to answer.
Okay, but
That's where it started.
all right, but other than Green Acres, and I guess you thought Arnold the Pig was real too.
No, I'm saying, you remember when he used to go up to climb the telephone
Right.
pole to answer the goddamn phone?
Okay, I'm with you.
Right.
But let's start with the rotary dial phone, which was cool. You answer the phone, and you could hear somebody if they picked up the other line.
Yeah.
And I was hang up, I'm on the phone. You could hear it, the click. And you hang up, I'm on the phone. Then we got the push button phone. And then it was kind of hard to hear if somebody you could pick up the phone and you still listen to it. Then we had call waiting.
No, you're missing a key element.
What was before call waiting?
Speakerphone.
Was before call waiting?
Yeah, when you
And
had that.
star 6
Yeah, but it was speakerphone.
Coming out of the rotary phone, when we got into the digital phone, where you didn't have to pick up the handheld, you could
was a
just hit the
speakerphone,
goddamn
okay.
speakerphone
Okay, that was
and just
speakerphone.
talk. But you didn't know old girl was in the closet listening.
All right, cool. Then you went to the call waiting.
Call waiting.
Call waiting.
Yeah.
All right, and that's when we had people call us. Hey, man, call me, and you have your buddies call you just see if somebody that worked.
Right.
Then it got to star 69 or three-way. What was before that? Star 69 or three-way?
Three-way.
Three-way, and
Three-way
that's when we
caller.
started getting busted
Right.
as men.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we always felt that a woman created these things.
But can I tell my story of three-way calling?
Yes.
I'm on the phone with this young lady. She on the three-way with the other girl I was talking to. But since I talked to him one on Monday and say I talked to the other one on a Wednesday. So the one I talked to on Monday, her house, they didn't change the battery in the smoke detector. So you could always hear that beep. Like, why y'all don't change the battery in that goddamn smoke detector? Oh, well, we'll change it. Well, yeah, that beep would always go off because the battery need changing. Now, the other girl I talked to on Wednesday, she don't have that problem in her house. So I'm talking to the girl on Wednesday, but I hear the smoke detector in the goddamn background.
And so now you know.
So now I know I'm getting on the three-way.
That is a setup.
It's a setup. Now, I'm so cool with it. You talk to her? I talk to both of y'all. They both on the phone.
Yeah, man code.
What else can I do? Yeah, I talked to both of y'all. Oh, okay, I'll call you back. Now they both trying to call me back because I told the truth.
Right. That's
But I'm
good
not.
move.
But I'm not answering nobody's call because I was like, whoo,
That's a good move.
come on now.
So did they continue to stay with you?
Of course, because I told the truth.
That's what I was saying the other day. Like, me and Speedy were having this debate. He said women don't want to hear the truth, but me, I want to know the truth.
Yeah, you
No,
gotta tell
all
the
women,
truth.
all women want to hear the truth.
They want to hear the truth, but they can't handle it at the same time. That part.
Yeah, and a lot of men can't handle the truth.
No. You want to hear, but it's like, oh, but did that take you on a whole another emotional roller coaster?
And then Star 69 was killing us.
Star 69.
Killing
Until
us.
Star 73, where you could block the Star 69.
Then you got the pager. Girls start looking at your pager.
What the code is.
Yeah, and you had to figure that out. Then it became what after that?
Then we had the readout pager.
Right.
The readout page, you can actually see and try to lock it and delete the messages and
Then
all that on the
came
readout.
Social media.
Social
And
media.
then cell phone too. Then remember, but before that, the cell phone bill used to get you locked up
Cell phone bill, yeah.
because it started listing your outgoing calls and your incoming calls and the time that it called.
Roman.
Yes, yeah. And then you would and then if you were smart, you rip out a page that had the wrong number on it, and the girl looked through the phone talking about, we're page 4.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That
Serious.
You used to go through the phone bill and get it and make sure you took that page out that had the numbers in there. And that's how you would bust your girl. Like, who's this calling you?
Yeah.
All time.
Changing the pattern.
Wow, that's no way to live. But I when I was younger, or maybe about 10 years ago,
Hilarious. Fact Frida.
I broke the code on a friend's Facebook.
On the Facebook.
Did you feel elated? Like, yeah,
I was like, God damn, I guess this password.
I'm a hacker.
Most passwords are, I mean, most people keep
Men are
passwords.
simple passwords.
It's usually your daughter's name or
Oh,
something.
is that your password?
What was his
Pay
password?
pay?
Hilarious.
Let me check it right now.
My phone.
Wow.
I don't lock hilarious. My phone doesn't have a lock on it.
I know, Pepe, but
No, these
hilarious.
kids, now that's something that these young people do. They lock their phones up.
Yeah.
They lock their
I mean,
phones.
I lock my phone, but I don't have the problem of anybody trying to see who I'm calling.
Okay, now here's the situation. Now they got the phone where you put your fingerprint on it. So now when you go to sleep, I'm going to take your hand and put it on the phone while you sleep.
Are you serious?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just saying. We have a case like that yet?
I'm sure.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not a
But
hard
you have to
sleep.
be a heavy sleeper
Sleeper.
to,
Some
you know.
people are.
yeah.
Especially if you've been drinking. Yeah, give me that thumb, girl.
Yeah, girls that drink sleep hard.
Right.
Girls that drink sleep hard. I had a
Was
girl
that another problem? We got to, okay.
That's some. I mean, now could you imagine what's coming in 10 years though?
Something brand new and exciting.
Them eye laser or stuff, some kind of crazy.
That's here
stuff.
already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's here.
Man, this should be a great week. We got Thanksgiving coming up.
Are you going to be ready? You're not going to no girl's family situation.
I'm
but-
gonna be at home.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Marie Callender's apple pie. I know that. That's the one.
So are you going to be home for Thanksgiving week?
Yes, I will. I'll get back on the 23rd, and then I work on the 24th, and then I
Who
go
are
right
you
into
spending
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving with?
Family?
No, I think we have a basketball tournament that I'll be into. But no, I'm not going to have Thanksgiving with. I don't.
No?
No. I'll be home by myself.
Oh.
That's cool. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I like spending time by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But the kids will be home Christmas, so that's right. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by.
You said that last year.
Hilarious. What's your favorite holiday? What's your favorite holiday? My favorite
Summer.
holiday is Christmas.
Summer's my favorite.
I love Christmas. I love how peaceful it is and how happy everyone is.
It is a cheery time of the year.
It's a good time. I mean, not too many people are. It's a lot of lonely people, and I hope people find people to be with. But I like Thanksgiving is a good time. Back east, it's really nice.
What's the difference?
It's just the weather.
You was going to say the food.
No, I was going to say the fall. That's what I was
okay,
gonna
the
say.
fall.
The fall weather and the leaves and the smell and the Christmas
The snow.
Yeah, and not so much even if not so, just the cold weather and the briskness of it, and it's always so nice out here.
Yeah. We don't have weather.
But just something about Christmas Eve,
What about
the
it?
tone, just how peaceful it is.
Are you looking out the window for Santa Claus?
No, but I used to. I don't.
He don't never come on my street.
I mean, what age were you when you stopped believing in Santa?
I never believed in Santa Claus.
Never?
Never. I saw the toys where they was hiding in the closet. I saw. Dude.
Yeah, I was about
Tommy.
11.
Yeah.
I was about 11. I think kids know. What age should you tell your kids?
Immediately.
No, man. You gotta let her have that
I
experience.
think so.
Immediately.
Really?
This
You
is a
guys are
different
Grinches,
time.
man. Come
no,
on,
LD,
man.
this is a different time and place, right?
So you tell them what, at 5 or 6? You tell them there's no Santa Claus?
Exactly.
No, that's.
I would rather say this is the season of giving, and if you're gonna give gifts or whatnot, I mean, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I can't really.
Have you ever dressed up in a Santa Claus outfit for your kids?
No, we went to the
Okay, well, you
mall.
gave
We
it
went
to-
to the Black Mall. And the
Black
Black
Mall.
Santa Claus. We didn't take pictures with white Santa Claus. We took
I'm not
pictures
saying
with-
that part, but what I'm saying is why I got to believe in that dude.
We used to hide the toys. And
Exactly. So
My
I'm
kids' mom
Santa
used to do
Claus.
the
I'm
bunny
hiding
rabbit.
the
She used to
toys.
put the flower and thing to show the bunny rabbit's footprints and all that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, but I'm saying, well, no.
Being up late at night wrapping the gifts while they're asleep, at 2 in the morning.
That's fun, but the terrible part is putting them damn bikes together.
Yeah, that's when you need liquor. That's when you need dark liquor.
Man, they got too many parts.
Oh man, a Kia be killing you.
And then they want to put the stripes on it. Put the stripes on it. No, I'm not putting the stripes on it. Just ride it like that.
Yeah, that's funny because when we were growing up, certain things on the bike, you'd see half the stuff sitting on the side because your dad didn't feel like putting that together.
No, you can't do all that stuff.
Hey, listen, you people out there, especially the girl T. I hope you're okay.
T. Cherie.
T. Cherie. Aaron, I'm looking for my sweater, my shirt, whatever you sent me.
Okay.
And for all you people who wanted to call and didn't, suckers. But it was a man's thing.
It's a man's show. Tighten up your belts.
It was fun, man. It was fun. Are we going to do this next week?
I hope so.
Yeah, TDP will call me. TDP's funny. TDP got mad.
Actually, I'm
He
hysterical.
mad because I didn't pick up the phone.
He was mad at me.
No, I was asleep.
He was mad at me.
He called me late. He called me about 2 something in the morning, 1 in the morning.
I was leaving the club.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I looked over and I was like, man, please. I was my
You
cab was
looked over. Please.
I wasn't picking that up. I had a good time. But then this morning I was at the gym.
Impossible.
No, I was getting my workout on. I'm swole. I'm getting swollen now, boy. I can't
Okay.
show it, but it's coming.
Oh, hilarious. It's a gun show now?
It's almost, man. Little pellets, but they coming.
Hysterical.
And when they gonna fix Crenshaw Boulevard?
I
doing
think it's gonna be a couple
2030.
years still.
What is it? What are they doing?
They're putting a disco underneath the ground.
No, is that the Metro?
Yeah.
Oh, for those of you who are not out here, in Crenshaw Boulevard, which is famous, that's where they shot Boys in the Hood, right?
Shot a lot of people, too.
True. That's when right there in that mall, that hamburger place. There they go, get them. And shout out to
Fat burgers.
Morris Chestnut. His show got picked up.
Oh, nice.
Excited about that for him.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of you young comics out there, keep working hard.
Keep working.
Don't forget to go to that PayPal. And let's keep Morris Media going.
Yeah, do your duties.
Thank
Do what you
you.
got to do.
Thank
And
you, Lewis.
and the rollout show is rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trying to build here, and
You got the
fans love this show. Guys,
for
think it's
what?
some good.
Really? The cop show, right?
Yeah, we have the Ride Along radio show.
That's funny. And what about that other guy from NWA
Yeah,
show?
Lonzo.
Lonzo. OG Lonzo.
Now,
Yeah.
Alonzo
Say that.
in the movie was who? He was
The guy with the Jerry curl.
the
that
one
owned
that
the
told
club.
that owned the club.
Yeah.
Right.
Is he suing them?
No,
what?
he says it's funny because Jerry Heller is suing them.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what I heard was
For
suing.
100
You know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
$1 million for $110 million. So Lonzo was like, "Shit, if Jerry win, I'm suing too."
Hilarious.
But the film is made over.
Your Honor.
It's the highest.
Can you hear one more
It's
case?
the highest grossing black movie from a black director. I heard over $200 million.
Well, we are the shit, LD. So I mean, why do you think it would?
It was a great movie.
bio movie.
I had a
Number
great
one
time.
in history ever.
I enjoyed that movie.
Great movie.
I enjoyed that movie.
Yes, sir.
It was. I will. Is it still out?
Of course.
Yeah, it's up for I think some nominations.
It's still in theaters.
Yeah.
Let's go see it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it at the movie where you just have assigned seats. I want to go where you don't have an assigned seat.
Oh, you want to go to the ArcLight?
I
Or
went to the
Rave
ArcLight.
over here.
Yeah, rave. I love going to rave on Wednesdays.
What's
See, like-
Wednesdays?
$6.
It's $6. You can see like 4 movies.
Oh, hilarious.
Just go movie hopping. As long as you buy some popcorn, they don't stop you.
That part.
But Hey, listen, I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP in the late night. Fact Frida.
And thank you again, Morris Media Studios, for having us.
Oh,
Go
Thank
to
you.
www.morrismediastudios.com.
you got to change this number in a minute.
We build in 2000. Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
almost 2016.
Yeah.
Can you just rip this up?
Yeah.
And this is for all you sexy sisters out there.
You guys have a great week. We'll catch you back here Friday.
Out.
Night.
Get down, Crenshaw. Step around.